All right, says we are live. Wow, just started and it says up in the corner says I've been live for over 4 minutes and I just hit the start button. Wow, just started. Brother Craig.
What's up?
What's going on, brother? Long time no see.
Jumping in to see what's cracking with Brother Jay.
Not too much. Just finally starting to feel better after being sick for almost a week and a half.
I'm glad to hear that.
Me too. Tired of laying in bed all the time.
Yeah, they get old quick.
Oh, yeah. So what you been up to?
Just trying to keep up with everything else.
I hear you.
Been busier than a couple coons in the trash can.
I hear you.
You're lucky. Hey, Kratos.
Hey, Kratos, Lucky, Johnny. Why is StreamYard's chat so far behind everybody else's or behind YouTube's?
That's why we pop YouTube chat out, because StreamYard is one, very slow, and two, it's not always 100% accurate.
Yeah.
The StreamYard will miss part of the YouTube chat about 80% of the time. So you don't really get all the chat that's going on. So
Nate just texted me he's at a friend's house working on some stuff, so he might be a little late getting in or even joining us.
that happens. We've been chasing grandma's stuff for the last week and a half. She was in and out of the hospital.
Oh, that's not good.
Now, and she's had a urinary tract infection, pneumonia, and a yeast infection.
Ouch.
She's not even coherent. So
that's rough.
It's been a battle. Definitely been a battle. Hey, Johnny, how you doing, brother? We're waiting on some weather to break. The weather's been horrible here. Between cold weather and snow and rain and sleet and ice.
Yeah, we're supposed to have snow either tonight or tomorrow, and I'm not looking forward to it at all.
Well, we got flooded crop ground in Oklahoma now too, because they've had a lot of rain down there.
Yeah. Been doing pretty good, Lucky. Just like I said a little earlier, I'm just getting over being sick for a week and a half.
And Kathy's fighting some kind of a sinus deal now. She was at the doctor's office yesterday. Gave her a high-powered antibiotic for 10 days.
Dadgum.
Fighting with Walgreens. They can't. I don't know what it is. They got a bunch of brand new employees that are Walgreens, and they can't find their head from a hole in the ground. We spent 30 minutes at the drive-up window yesterday arguing with them, and then I told them what we wanted to pick up, and then they were like, well, we didn't think you wanted that. It was $200. And I was like, well, what the hell would we get a prescription for if we didn't fill it?
Exactly. Yeah, Lucky, I did find my camera, but I hadn't found the accessory kit that I ordered that come with it. It's somewhere. My mom has moved some stuff around in the living room and all, and I found my camera stuck in a little tote thing that she had stuff moved around in. And I'm sitting there like, what the heck is my camera doing over here? Started looking around like, all right, now where's the accessory kit? Because it's like twice the size of the camera bag with the camera and all in it. Yeah. I ain't found it yet. I figure I'll keep looking. I'll find it. But at least I found the camera. That's the main part.
That's why we got one of them Ryobi tool bags and put all that stuff inside that Ryobi bag.
Yeah.
It's about a foot by 14 inches by about 8 inches tall. And then just throw all the cords and all the accessories and all that stuff right inside the bag. The only thing you don't fit in there is the tripod.
Yeah. Well, I got to finish cleaning up under the carport and moving some stuff and get everything set up and all. So when I start to work on that, redoing the frame on that bad boy, I can start recording, doing some video on it, because that's going to be a lot of work.
Yeah, I talked to Stacy on the phone yesterday. He went crazy at Home Depot. And he's got a new video he dropped today. He redid his Ryobi wall.
Dang. What up, Tater?
What are you doing, Nate? That looks like a box truck behind you. In a car.
Yeah, we're cleaning it out. He's going to sell it. You know anybody? $3,000 all day.
Nate needs a new garage. Be mobile.
He was telling me to buy it and take my mini bikes on tour.
Yeah, I agree.
Dude, that would be a rolling mini bike workshop right there.
Right?
You know what you do? You put an air conditioner in the cargo area, and you put bunk beds that hinge on the wall so you can fasten them up while you're driving. And you turn it into a mobile RV toy hauler.
Camper.
Yeah.
The old military style or Navy style bunks and all, it hung down off the wall with chain holding them up.
Yep.
Fold them up, latch them. Gas powered air compressor. Heck yeah.
That looks like a 13-horse Briggs.
I think it's 5 horse. That's the small one.
The Jays would be happy with that carport right there.
Yeah, I would.
Walls on it and it'd be done.
Exactly.
I don't know if you can see that one. That's a Kohler.
Is that a Command or is it one of the other ones?
Command 2 or Command 11.
11 horse Commander. Wow.
Check this out.
Hey, Fotia.
What's up, Sophia? Zero turn.
This is a diesel.
Nice.
That looks like an older model bad boy.
It's a Toro.
Yeah.
Toro diesel? Whoa.
Yeah.
Z Master. Yeah, that one's got a little age on it.
I'll be right back.
All right. Ooh. Looks like a golf cart motor and axle and all that.
Yep.
Couple pit bikes. Looks like a 50 and an 85.
I actually worked on that one.
Yeah, Lincoln Welder. Square wave. There you go. Miller. I likes my Millers. I ain't gonna lie.
Look who's here.
Suey.
Mm-hmm.
Shop boss.
She's having a good old time.
Heck yeah. Yeah, I'm like what Craig said. I could deal with that shelter. I could close that thing in and have one heck of a nice shop.
Yeah, he's working on it. He's about to double the size.
I wish I had the money. I found some of them metal trusses like that for the roof, but I didn't have the money to go buy what they had.
He's got more in the back he's been storing. Check this out.
Oh, chain fall.
Yeah.
Whoa. That's an
We're
old
still
one
trying
there.
to figure out. We're still trying to figure out how to hang that. Where you gonna move it?
What's that? A flat 6?
This is it's a Continental airboat engine.
Yeah, a flat 6.
Yeah, they used to use them for, what do they call them? A ground power unit. They use them for like air compressors and hydraulic pumps for the big airplanes for the landing gear and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So they weren't technically in the airplane, or they were in an airplane, but they weren't powering the airplane. Some had generators.
Yeah. Backup generators in case they lost power.
Right. He's got this too. It ain't running tonight, but it was running 2 nights ago.
What's that, a waste oil heater?
Yeah.
I heard them things put out a good bit of heat and all. They don't.
Oh,
They're
they're
real
awesome.
efficient.
They're awesome to stand next to. Burnt motor oil.
Yeah. I want to build me one of them when I get my shop built for the cold days.
Yeah, this was his mobile welding unit. He had all his welders in there.
Heck yeah.
I don't know if you hear the generator he's got in the back of his truck. The generator used to be in there. And it's a generator and a welder, right? Yeah, it's a welder too.
Heck yeah.
Still fighting mosquitoes down here, Jay.
Hey, I tell you, thermocells come in very handy for that.
I got one.
I got one too. I actually had to use it a little bit during hunting season.
Jay. He's got cattle in here, and I'm waiting for Suey to come across one in the dark.
That's gonna send her running. She gonna be like, man, that's an oversized dog.
He's got cows across the road here, and they kept mooing real loud, and she's standing at the edge of the shop here barking at them. She can hear him. She don't know what it is, but she knows something's out there.
She get nose to nose with one, you'll hear her because she'll probably end up running back to you. Oh man, what you say, Bama? Bama Mud Mower. I've been needing to watch some. I ain't been watching nobody's videos here lately, hardly. I catch a video here and there. Hey, man, I've been in bed sick for the past week and a half. I ain't watched much of anything.
Do what now?
I said for the past week and a half, I've been pretty much in bed sick.
Really?
Yeah, I spent 3 days. The only time I got out of bed was to go to the bathroom and lay back down. I didn't eat for 2 days straight. I couldn't.
I know you went hard all hunting. You went hard all hunting season.
Well, I missed about a month of hunting season. What's going on, Breezy?
Breezy.
Yeah, I didn't get but 3 deer this year.
That's pretty good, man.
No.
My brother got 3.
The year before I got 6, and the year before that I got 8.
Jesus.
This year I only got 3. Yeah, I'll be coming down to pick up some of them.
In person?
In person. I'm thinking about, while I'm working on the bad boy, I'm thinking about stripping the fat cycle down, sanding it, and go ahead and paint the frame. Finish painting up the rest of the accessories and all. Paint the rear, the rim for the back tire and all. And then put it all back together before I come down. That's what I'm thinking about.
Quarter. He's missing a socket.
10 millimeter, I guarantee.
1/4 inch deep well.
Ouch.
I just got my toolkit today. I don't know how long it's been with it.
The toolkit was missing for who knows how long. He just found it today.
Good Lord. I know the feeling. I pack stuff up and I'll be moving stuff around and I forget where I put it and then find it later. Be like, oh yeah, I forgot I had that.
He was cleaning out this van because he wants to sell it because it's been sitting around doing nothing. And he found like how many $100 worth of welding rods in there?
Hard facing rods, 45 pounds of
hard facing rods.
50 pounds of stainless rods.
50 pounds of stainless rods.
Oh, good Lord.
He never even knew he had in there. He's like, I didn't even know I had these.
Yeah, I wish I had me a stainless welder because I got to I want to build me a stainless for where the batteries go on my bad boy. I want to build a tray out of stainless so it won't rot out.
Right. Yeah, he had one of those 4-wheel drive bad boy buggies given to him.
Yeah.
But it's electric. But where the batteries were, it rusted out. They all do that. Yeah.
That's why I want to build the battery tray out of stainless, and I'm gonna have the frame and all that bed lined.
There you go.
What did you say? Android?
Bed line.
Oh,
Bed line.
Yeah, they just ground the batteries better and keep it propane more than weed burners to burn weeds.
Honestly,
You ever do a propane tank? I use it to preheat metal.
he says it's for burning weeds.
Or starting fires or whatever you want to do.
Hey, a rosebud.
Yeah, it's a propane that's sold to try to supply as a weed burner.
Man, that's a mosquito killer.
Yeah. Definitely. Hey, spiders.
When I start doing fires, when you're gonna sit there forever, I just sit here and heat it for that.
What's up, Drifty? Hey, Ed. What's going on, brother?
That's cool.
Just in the notification.
For like spider webs or something, though.
You burn your whole house down. Man.
Ed, looks like you've had a hard day today.
Oh, I did.
They keep you wound tight all day?
Yes, they did.
What
Hi,
in the world?
Drifty. Hi, Breezy. Hi, Lucky. Hi, everybody. Else that's in chat that I missed.
Yep, like I told everybody a while ago, I found my camera finally.
Cool. Where was that? In the house or?
Yes, it was in the living room. My mom had moved some stuff around and put stuff in the totes and all, and she set a bunch of her stuff on top of it. And I'm sitting there like, okay, now where's the accessory kit? Because the accessory kit case is twice the size. I still ain't found that yet.
Hey, Ed, how many horsepower is your tractor?
Rated or total?
Total.
It's rated at 20. We're estimating it's between 80 and 90.
80 and 90 horsepower. You got to see it, dude. It's serious.
I've never had it on a dyno to actually test it.
Ed, I wish I had the money. There's a guy over in the next town from me. He's got a pull tractor. It's got aluminum rims all the way around it, cut tires like you got on the back of yours, the whole 9 yards. Plus, he's got extra rims, extra tires, and everything for $1,000.
Well, geez, that would be a steal. The tires and wheels alone would be $1,000.
Yeah, he's got all of it. And I'm sitting there like, and me broke. Well, I'm always broke, but that's beside the point. But I seen that, and I was like, ooh, Ed would love that one. I wonder if I can find a picture of it real quick. Give me one second. Do what?
Hey, Nate, my new engine I'm building, the bigger one, will probably be over 100 horsepower.
My buddy just gave me this DeWalt radio, guys.
Sweet.
Score.
Tear it down and make me passenger out of it.
Well, it's holding my camera right now, so it's staying.
I thought he had cut tires like you, but they're more ag tires. Let me see if I can do something.
Yeah.
You're ready to go, aren't you, dog?
Share market. There you go. What do you think of that one, Puller?
Nice.
Says comes with extra set of rims, extra transmission, has new clutch disc, new coil, spark plugs.
Is it 14, 16 horse?
I'm not sure.
That's probably worth $1,000. That's probably worth $1,000 with all the extras.
Yeah. I like all the diamond plate they got on it. That is cool.
Yeah.
But it's got all aluminum rims and all. That's what I thought was wild. But it looks like it's got a single cylinder on it. It don't look like a twin. It looks like a big single one.
All right, let's take
It's a core single.
Yeah. I don't know how much power is coming out of it, but it looks pretty nice.
Yeah, it looks real nice.
But I'd like to have one, or build one, or both.
I'll warn you now, they're fun, but they're very addictive.
Very
You
expensive.
start with a stock, and it's as expensive as you want it to be.
Yeah. About like drag racing. It's according to how fast you want to go and how much you want to spend.
Exactly. You find a good club with a good stock class, you'll have a blast.
Give me a second, Lucky, and I'll link it to you.
We had to move that big old chain hoist because he just cracked his head on it big time.
Lucky, I'm gonna put it in a small engine nation box. There you go. It's linked.
Did you guys see Stacy's garage tour update video?
Not
That
yet.
was cool.
I got it set to where I can watch it after a while. I just hadn't watched it yet. I'm behind on a lot of people's videos.
He's made head strides in cleaning that place up.
I'm still. I watched that video that Nate put out the other day about riding all the way to Tractor Supply on the golf carts.
Yeah,
that just gave me just wanting to do more to get mine going to where I could go down there and and we could ride those trails like that together. Hey, Lucky.
Hello, everybody.
What's up, Lucky?
Just a tired man.
Lucky!
What's going on, Nate? What's going on, Ed? Greg? Racco? A little tired.
I think everybody's a little tired today.
I got it. The boy has gotten the fast truck. And he's like, hey, I'm gonna plant.
I think I'm fixing to turn this ceiling fan off. It's getting cold in here again.
Mm-hmm.
With this bipolar weather we having down here in the south, it was 80 one day, and the next day the high was 40 something.
Yep.
Hey, Nate.
Hey, Tater.
Hey, you're telling me that you can't sell that truck down there?
So what?
You can't sell that truck down there?
Nah, he's just getting ready to sell it. We were cleaning it out.
Oh,
Getting all the stuff out of it.
Yeah, you'll be able to sell that quick. You're close to the border. You probably could fit a couple hundred Mexicans in the back.
What happened?
He said you take it down closer to the border, you might be able to get a couple $100,000.
Hell no, we're in New Mexico right here.
Yeah, right? We live in Fellsmere. This is literally called Little Mexico.
So, I'm getting down there with a load. I'm coming back with a load as well.
He's a coyote. You didn't know?
On the weekends, they call me Sancho.
I guarantee you could probably sell that to somebody that has a lawn care service. They could load their mowers and stuff in the back of it.
Yeah.
It's a Lucky 7 one.
What is that?
In the back.
So what is it, a box truck?
Yeah, it's a box truck. How long is that box on that truck?
14 foot.
Oh, yeah. Lucky 7 will fit right in the back.
Oh, hell yeah, I could get a couple pulling tractors in that.
I could get a workbench at the front and the fat cycle in there, and that'd be.
Oh,
Take
it's pretty
up one
big,
side.
man.
Heck
I'm
with
just
that.
talking about one side because the fat cycle's 8.5 foot long.
Just give it to me. I'll live in it.
It's pretty
I was
big.
taking a bunk across the top and the front, put the
Make a
tractors in the
little
back.
camper out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Can't see nothing up there. Sue likes it.
Sue likes anything she can ride in.
Yeah. She loves that golf cart, though. That thing starts to crank up, she jumps on it.
That's a typical woman.
It's her cart.
I love golf cart rides. I love golf cart rides.
Hey, is Johnny there with you?
Nah.
He was in chat earlier. I don't know where he's at now.
I was going to
No,
ask.
I don't bring Johnny over here. I got a bunch of them.
We're going to have to do a tug of war, me and his machine, when I go down there.
Come down here and get that Cedars.
I want to see that.
Yep.
Well, stop by my place, Lucky, on the way down. We'll do a tug of war if I got my engine together.
Yeah. Okay.
Ed, I think that's smack talk.
The Lucky 7 will get drug all over the yard, huh?
Yep.
Unfortunately, I think the Lucky 7 has met his match on that one.
Yep.
It all depends if I can get traction. If I start spinning the tires, he might be able to drag me all over the place.
I don't know, but if you spin them fast enough, you're going to be pulling him whether you're spinning or not.
Hey, Ed, you got to think too, man. That thing's long, so you know the front's going to stay down on Lucky's.
Yep.
Yeah.
That'll be
Yours will lift up, put more weight on the back tires, give you a little more pulling power.
That would be a good one.
Have you guys ever watched those truck tug of wars?
Yeah.
The guys,
I want to move this.
the guys that start spinning the tires and smoking the tires, they get their asses drug everywhere. It's the guys that got the low gearing. Once the other guy starts spinning, they just start pulling them along.
Yep.
Yep. They get too cocky and all. They think they spinning the tires, they going to do something.
Yep.
Them tires get slick when they start spinning them like that. And when you going to try to come down, Lucky?
I'm definitely going to be coming down sometime in the summer. Last year, me and Cheryl did plan on doing a East Coast, going down south, and then head Midwest.
Yeah.
Last year, but for something, I ended up breaking my leg, so I kind of canceled that trip.
Yeah.
So
Well, just let me know when you're going to be down in the area or down at Nate's and all. I'll try to meet up with you down there.
Yeah. Well, what we plan on doing is me and Cheryl last year, we plan on doing like a YouTube meet and greet. So I would go to one state and I'll meet up with a couple of YouTubers from there, even for coffee or whatever. Then another state, all the way down and still make like a YouTube video out of it. So that's what our intention is for this year.
Cool. I don't know of how many is around me, but I'm in Southeast Georgia down here, so.
Yeah. That's definitely a nice shot.
Yeah. See, I could deal with something like that. Definitely.
Me too. It just has to be insulated.
Yeah.
Well, in this particular case, because he's a welder, so that's probably like perfect for him,
Yeah. But one thing I've found around here that a lot of people tell me what to do when I build mine is get that spray insulation put in.
Mm-hmm.
They say it's less expensive and it insulates better.
Yeah, the initial cost is higher because of the way it is. 'Cause I checked into it for my garage. The initial cost is higher, but the benefits of it insulating better and filling the cracks in and cutting the air out is a lot better. So that's where your savings come in.
And it fills any little holes or anything anywhere.
Yep.
See, because mine's going to be a 20 by 20 shop. The wall height is going to be 10 foot to where the ceiling touches the walls.
Right.
And then it's going to be a hip roof. So, yeah.
Yeah, and if it's made out of steel with the weather you have,
it's going to be wood frame.
But if it's a steel siding building, though, I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
That steel won't condensate with spray foam.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. And plus, if it's insulated well enough, you can throw an air conditioner in there and cool her off.
Yep. Which what I was going to do is put an exhaust fan up on one side and a screened window that I can open and close on the other side, and have it so when it starts getting hot, I can take the little crank handle and open the window on one side and hit the exhaust fan on the other, and it opens the baffles automatically, and Perfect. It just circulates the air and all. What'd you say, Boneyard?
Hey, Boneyard.
I just got to finish getting the form built and all. I had everything laid out, had to move all the stuff for moving stuff around in the backyard and all. Now I need to get back out there and start doing that after I get my shop or the work area outside cleaned up.
Yeah, but even if you got like a dehumidifier in there, Jay, and exhausted it outside,
Yeah.
just drop that humidity down, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, even if it drops it just 2 or 3 degrees, be a lot more comfortable to work in.
Oh, yeah. But something I was thinking about doing is actually hooking the exhaust fan and all that up to a temperature gauge.
Mm-hmm.
So if it gets over a certain temperature, it automatically comes on and evacuates that hot air out. So you ain't got to worry about stuff getting too hot and messing up in there.
Exactly. And plus, it'd probably be a benefit too if you had some kind of a dehumidifier to keep stuff from surface rusting.
Yeah.
You guys got bad humidity down there in the summer, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Year-round bad humidity.
There you go. Don't want your tools and stuff rusting up.
I got to find what's left of my tools. With not having a shop, they've kind of magically grown legs and walked off for the property.
I had that problem at one point in time too. I just changed the locks in my garage for people couldn't come borrow stuff without asking.
Well, I ain't got nowhere to lock them up. They're just under a carport outside.
Yeah.
I'm fixing to put signs up that says trespassers would be shot, no questions asked.
Well, the other thing too, that might be kind of nice to get into a situation, Jay, like I've been in, where you can get an extended cab pickup and put all your tools inside your truck and lock it up.
Yeah, but I got a regular cab Chevrolet. No room for putting my tools and stuff.
Even like a job box would be cool.
Yeah.
Put your stuff in and put a padlock on it.
Well, I put it to you like this. They're brazen enough that they actually, several years ago, picked up a complete 302 motor up off the ground and hauled it off. I'm talking about carburetor all the way to oil pan, the whole motor.
Wow.
Picked it up off the ground and walked off with it. I come out and where it was sitting at, where I had it sitting covered up, the grass was already starting to turn green when I found out about it.
Wow, that's a heck of a C-clamp.
Oh, heck yeah.
Hey, did anybody add the link for Stacy's video on the Hangouts?
I don't know.
I've been gone all day, so.
If not, I'll try to add it if nobody's added it.
Well, that was the question. I was going to see if anybody added it. If not, I was going to. But if you would like to take the honors, feel free.
Like I said, I can. Yeah, Craig said he got it. Appreciate it, Craig. Yeah, I'm ready to get started back doing some videos again. I know I kind of slacked because of hunting season and all, but now it's getting to where I'm ready to start doing something.
Well, I talked my boss into buying me a new drill and 1/4-inch impact driver.
What'd you get?
Well, it's being ordered. It's the 20-volt DeWalt 1/2-inch hammer drill and a 1/4-inch driver, impact driver. 2 batteries, and then it comes free with a right angle grinder and a Sawzall for $299.
Oh, cool.
Is that the Pro Series or is that the standard DeWalt series?
What's that, Craig?
Is that the Pro Series or the standard DeWalt?
I believe it's the Pro Series.
Yeah, there's a lot of rave about the Pro Series right now.
All right, so this is real quick. This is what he just gave me.
Oh, cool.
Score.
Heck yeah.
Score.
This is why I'm always over here. Not that he's a good friend or anything.
Hey, Nate.
We
might have to go over there when I come down there and see what he charged me to build me a stainless steel battery tray from a bad boy. If I supply the stainless, get him to weld it.
That's what he does.
Flotilla.
Stainless or aluminum?
I'm gonna do a stainless battery tray so it don't rot out. There was an
just make sure-
aluminum pan in the bottom of it that the battery sat on before, and those batteries eat the aluminum pan up.
Hey, you ever go to roofing?
Hey, custom
Hey,
wheel works. Hey Jay, just make sure you put some drains in the bottom of that thing.
Oh, I will.
Yeah.
Name that tool.
That's a shingle ripper.
Dang it.
Yep.
Flotilla, I'd like to see you make some more videos, man.
Look at this one.
Heck yeah.
That's for removing shingles individually.
I think
That's for knocking the nails off.
Right. You
got
hook the
nail
nail and
hole
you,
thing too.
Yep. That's if you have to replace a couple shingles.
He just threw those away.
Why?
You know
In the
why?
back.
Because nobody likes doing roofing, Nate. Nobody.
He said nobody likes doing roofing, Nate. If you got a tool, somebody might ask you to do it.
Tater, you were to get those, cut the head off of them, and put something else on there as a daggum, make it into something else.
I got so many
Repurpose.
projects going on. Oh gosh, I got so many projects going on, Jay.
You ain't the only one.
You wouldn't believe all the stuff he's offered me though. I got to turn some of it down.
I got 4 mowers I'm working, different mowers to be built. I got the bad boy to work on. I got 2 go-kart frames I got to finish building. And let's see, what else do I got? Oh, I got to rebuild my smoker.
Anybody want to trade me for my project list?
Yeah, mine too.
Nah, I got enough on me as it is. I'll stick to mine. Thank you, Craig.
I mean,
Hi, Miss Kathy.
Hey, Kathy. Hope you get to feeling better.
Thanks. I'm headed to bed soon. You guys have a great day.
You too. Hey, Brandon.
Brandon's got a
Brandon.
new video out too. He's going to be doing an auction on Saturday. So, you know, anybody that's looking to see what's going on and kind of support Brandon, he's got a lot of stuff going on right now with his dog. So, you guys tune in tomorrow and check out what he's got going on. I'm sure he'll have some kind of description.
You mean
He's got a
Saturday?
video on that.
Is it tomorrow or Saturday he's doing it?
Saturday.
Yeah, day
Well,
after
my mom's
tomorrow.
doing Friday because it's past 5 o'clock. So, we have to excuse me.
Well, I'd love to be able to help, but my bank account says funds be inserted, please. Yep, greenfish.
He put it sideways.
Hey, that toolbox needs more stickers.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does.
Oh,
Just bought it. Yeah, send me some stickers.
you heard that? He said send him some stickers.
I got to see about getting something made, and then I'll bring some down.
I got a couple. I could give him a couple of mine.
Nate, when you get your box, I'll send a couple extra. I'm doing all the mailing Saturday.
Woohoo!
Very shortly, I'll send out some welcome stickers.
Oh, man. So what's everybody got going on project-wise? Lucky, I've seen what you've been doing project-wise. Stretching and rebuilding the front of the Lucky 7.
Yeah, that's this. I can't say it's complete because the build is never complete. But far as is it ready? Yep, I'm ready. I'm waiting for the weather to break for me to take it on a nice trail ride.
Heck yeah. Is stretching it like you did, is that going to make the handling and the turning radius a lot different?
Well, far as I took it for a little tiny ride at my work, in the woods.
Yeah.
It was no trails. It was basically me, like,
Making your own trail as you go.
yeah. And
knocking
I'm
the camera off as
satisfied.
you go.
I was satisfied so far, but it's like I said, it was only like a half-hour ride, you know?
Yeah. So has it still got a pretty decent turning radius, or does it take a little further to turn it around than it did before?
No, actually, not too bad. I'm very surprised, you know? I don't have the transaxle locked anyway, so that helps, you know?
With it being a little bit longer, it probably gives it a little better stability too, though, don't it? Instead of being short.
I don't feel like breaking another leg.
You bet.
I hear you.
The wife's yelling at me now.
Yeah, we don't feel like you breaking another leg either, Lucky.
Thank you.
I just starting to feel better now, you know?
Yeah, we'd like to see some Nerf bars on that tractor to keep you from being able to turn it on its side.
Yeah, some bars on the side will be good.
No, I'm gonna just wrap myself in bubble wrap.
Hey, that works too.
Hey, Fotia, you talking about a Smithy milling machine lathe all in one? That's something I wouldn't mind having myself.
A shopsmith or something like that.
Yeah, it's basically like a lathe, drill press, milling machine, and a lot of them's got an attachment you can put on the end for a disc sander on the end of it.
I think Nate is over there in heaven. He's over there. His mind is a mile a minute thinking, okay, I could do this with the shop. I could do this with the shop. I think you're in heaven over there, Nate.
This is just his house. His shop is where I get all my lathe work done and everything, and my mill work.
This is personal shop at home, huh?
Yeah, this is his house. So
I'd be happy with that shop.
This is where we come to play.
I'd be happy with a shop that size. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, Fotia, that Grizzly one, I was looking at that too. Those are nice.
Yeah, I'd love to have a Grizzly, but
Hey, Custom Wet Horse, what's going on?
he said he'd like to go riding with you sometime, Lucky.
Hey, if he's up in this area.
He's in New York, I believe.
New York, yeah, we're supposed to be making our way up there, upstate New York, Vermont. That's definitely this summer.
Yeah, you better.
Mama has spoken.
Yep. Upstate New York, Vermont, New Hampshire.
Wow.
Yeah, plan on doing a lot of riding. You know what it is? It's just like you got a lot of people that's into this stuff, and they all want to ride with you and, you know, check out the machines. So I think that would make a heck of a YouTube video, you know, like a meet and greet, travel meet and greet.
He's in Cortland, New York.
Portland, New York. I'm trying to remember where that's at.
Somewhere further than me.
It's been so long since I drove trucks and all, I can't keep up where places are anymore. It's funny, when I was driving trucks, you could name off somewhere and I could pretty much tell you about it, just about where it was at on the map. I can't do that no more.
I feel for you, Jay.
What?
What happens when we get old?
No, when I was installing graphics, any place in the state of Ohio or any of the surrounding states, you name a highway intersection, I'd probably tell you if there's a gas station there and how to get there.
Yeah.
She begs me to take her out. I take her out. She doesn't want to.
But you get out of something long enough, you start losing track of where things are at anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Nate's in hog heaven right now in a shop. If he had a shop that size, just think of what he could do. If he had a shop that size where he had room to work.
He still wouldn't have room to work.
Yeah, he would. Because we'd beat him in the head if he packed it slam full of stuff.
That's the problem with shop buildings. The more space you have, the more stuff you accumulate.
Yeah.
That's true fact. I can say that because since I have the location of where I work. I have free will of the whole entire bay. I have 3 pallets of engines, all V twins and tons of different engines. 3 pallets full. I didn't have that before.
What kind of V twins you got? Are they horizontal shaft or vertical shaft?
Both.
What kind of horizontal shafts you got?
I know I got Briggs and Stratton. Try to think what size. I'm gonna have to look again. You're talking about, I don't know, last summer, in the summer, before I broke my leg, I put them on a pallet.
Yeah. I'd like to get a couple more than ones like I got that 14 horse Briggs Vanguard I got.
I'm sure if you go on my YouTube page, you'll probably see them sitting in front of my toolbox. Let me see if I can get that video quick.
Hey, Puller. Do you remember the site that you were going to tell? You said you were going to have to find which site it was that had the steel push rods for that 14 horse Vanguard I got.
Yeah. I'll have to look it up, Jalen. Give me my notepad here. My daughter was in my office a couple weeks ago.
If you can find the site or whatever and write it down for me, and I'll get it from you whenever. But I know I don't care for them aluminum push rods that's in that motor. I know they come factory and all, but as little as skinny as them things are, I'd be scared they're gonna bend. Especially turning the guts out of it like I'm going to end up doing. I don't want to take no chance to be out on the trail somewhere having fun and all and bend push rods.
You just got to do what Lucky does: get a toolbox full of parts. You get a toolbox for tools, a toolbox for parts, a toolbox for his pipe, and a toolbox for his strings.
Actually, if I had one of them little lathe milling machine things like we was talking about, that Grizzly or whatever, I could make my own push rods.
Well, the video that I actually see some motors in the background it says "Come say hi." You would have to look into my videos.
Ah, gotcha. What's up, Mick? It's kind of late over there across the pond, ain't it?
It's early for tomorrow.
Early for tomorrow, late for yesterday.
He pulled a rib, so I'm sure he
Ooh.
had a hard time being comfortable.
I can imagine. It's 12:45 over there. That's what he says. Wow. Heck yeah. I just don't understand why they put aluminum push rods in that daggone motor.
Well, there's supposed to be one aluminum and one steel.
All four of the ones in my motor are aluminum, intake and exhaust.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't like that. Because when I had it down at Nate's when we got it running and we took it apart.
Look at it this way too, Jay.
Yeah.
Mick said it's finally his Friday.
Cool. But I just don't care for them aluminum ones. They're rough.
I don't think you might have it, Mick. You might miss having it around.
I caught up on most of his videos today at work as well. I caught up with Nate's videos and I caught up with Mick's videos today.
I don't know why, but I can pull up YouTube, go to somebody's channel, and hit play all on their videos, and it'll start playing them until my computer goes into shut the screen down, which is only supposed to shut the screen down to keep from it running constantly. But as soon as it does that, it turns YouTube off. It won't play no more. I've went into the power mode and all that. The computer does not stop. It keeps doing what it does. It's just the screensaver on the monitor itself shuts the monitor down so it don't, overheat the monitor or whatever. But for some reason, hey, Captain, it stops the page will still be open and all. It just stops it from playing the videos.
Yeah, because it's trying to use the sound card.
It's got a different video card than it's not an internal built-in video card. Mine's got a high performance gaming card in it.
I think Justin was supposed to get an important package today.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't know if he got it or not, but he was supposed to get it.
Night, Miss Kathy.
You could
Hopefully you got it.
8 o'clock. I'm getting tired.
Yeah.
Hey, all right, I'm gonna get off of here and hang out for a little bit. If y'all are still on when I get home, I'll hit you up.
All right. Yeah, I don't know how long we'll go for tonight.
Have a good evening, guys.
Keith said have a good evening.
You too. Be good, Tater.
All right. Later, guys.
Hey, Boneyard said he just put out a video on that 4-horse Briggs and Stratton the other day. I need to go check that one out. Like I said, I've been slacking on my videos watching.
I enjoy Boneyard's videos. He does a great job.
I got to start making videos again. I ain't done that in a while.
I had just short of 6-hour live stream, and I got a ton of views on that. It was a good time. I had Lucky over there hanging out with me early in the morning.
Dang. When was this?
Last week, I think, like last Wednesday or Thursday, from about 3 o'clock in the morning, I think.
Oh, I was in bed last week.
Yeah, twice. Twice I caught you early in the morning.
Yeah.
If it was that time in the morning, you could hang it up. I was curled up with 2 blankets trying to keep warm. Had the heat set on 70 and I was still freezing cold for some reason. I could not get warm last week to save my life.
One time he was on for 5 hours straight.
Yeah, it was like 2 minutes short of 6 hours.
Yep.
Wow.
I did a 6-hour live stream yesterday when I was at work.
Dang.
Yeah, I woke up and seen that, Craig. I was going to click on it and say hi to everybody. I sat down on my chair and
fell asleep.
Promptly fell right back to sleep before I could bring it up.
There's nothing wrong with that, Ed.
It was playing on my Roku, though, because I brought it up on the Roku and was watching it and was going to get on my phone and type in and say hi and everything. And I woke up, my head was all like cranked down and my phone was laying in my lap. And
I have done that, Ed. Sat down and just fall slap asleep.
Well, Ed's been fighting that insomnia a little bit, so I don't begrudge him having a nap.
Mm-mm.
You know, up for 20 minutes, sleep for 30 minutes, and up for 2 hours, and sleep for an hour.
I've been fighting that all my life. I can tell you about some insomnia. 6.5 days with no sleep. Yeah. I can tell you about that.
This was going like
about the 4th day, you start to feel delirious. About the 5th day, you're just like, oh well.
On the 6th day, you don't even know what's going on.
Yeah.
Do what, Puller?
This was going. I said this was going for like I'd sleep for about an hour to start, and then it was like 15, 20-minute naps in between 3 or 4 hour spans.
Yeah.
And I was going to work at the same time, so.
Yeah, I've had them times where you sleep for an hour, hour and a half, and then you're up for 8 or 10 hours, sleep for a couple hours, up for an hour or so, sleep for another hour, up for a day or two, back to sleep for an hour or two. I mean, it's crazy. Insomnia is some strange stuff.
What I have trouble with is getting my mind to turn off.
I'm getting back to normal now, so.
That's my main problem. I'll lay down and everything just starts running through my head like, what do I need to do? What's got to be done here? What's got to be done there? How can I do this different? You almost like say, all right, I think I need to get drunk to where I can pass out and go to sleep. What's up, horse?
You're gonna have to make you a ball bat on that lathe, horse. That way you can use that dial indicator to check your round.
But yeah, you get to that 6.5
usually-
day mark. You're sitting there like just kind of spaced out and all until you just finally pass out.
Horse, you may never actually find a use for it, but when you do need it, you'll be glad you had it.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
You know, the first time I put my V-twin together way back when it was still stock, most of the other engines I ever put together to check the end play just used a set of feeler gauges. Well, these V-twins, you got to put the cover back on and slide the crank back and forth, and you need a dial indicator to test it. So,
Somebody in the basement. Look who was hanging out in the basement. Did you drink all my beer?
Justin,
I don't like beer.
Ah, so they still in the fridge then. Cool.
Yeah. I ate all your spiders, though.
Well, that beer's been there for a year or so because I don't drink beer either. I like whiskey.
Yep.
I guess the reason that's they're in the basement refrigerator. I ain't got to look at them.
Did you get your package today, Justin?
Nope.
Well, dang it.
Vortex, what's going on, brother?
yo, Vortex.
Package for what, Craig?
Alden was supposed to have your package is supposed to be delivered today from Alden.
I did not get that package.
Well, if I run into him after a while, I'll have to let him know so he can track it.
I got his address, his email. I'll talk to him a little later. You can contact him too in case I forget because I'm kind of spent. Just saying.
Well, he hadn't seen much out of you. He's wondering if your computer was finally taking its last stand on you or not. So
I seen him yesterday.
Yep. And he was trying to tell you that package was going to be due to be there today. So.
I seen it. I talked to him. I've seen his comments. I talked to him.
Matt, I hope you're getting feeling better, brother.
It was an auction, so everybody was real busy in there. But no, I talked to him.
And that went extremely well. That auction was a good time.
I'm glad. Everybody seemed like they enjoyed themselves, and it seemed like everybody, was getting, their fill. Whatever did they? A couple of people seemed like, well, a little disappointed or frustrated because they didn't win. But that's an auction, whatever. Oh well.
Mm-hmm.
Great group of people over there.
Oh yeah, man. So hey, Lucky. Hey, Pullerbear. Craig.
Hey,
Thanks for having me up, Tractor.
Yes, sir. What you eating and not sharing with us? Looks like tater tots and something else.
Yes, it is tater tots.
And what else? What is that?
Steak fingers or chicken fingers?
That's chickens.
Cool.
chicken.
Chicken.
You see the size of that chicken?
There was one in the bag that was like a whole breast almost.
Good Lord.
Right.
That's all right. As soon as this is over with, I'm going in there. I got some deer meat laid out that I'm going to cook. I got some tenderloins I'm going to chop up. I didn't pull out no backstrap. I just got the tenderloins this time. I'm going to slice it thin and pan fry it with some eggs, I think.
Nice.
Oh, I did Johnny Marzetti the other night with deer burger.
You did what now?
Made spaghetti with deer hamburger.
I tell you what's better than doing it with a deer burger. I made some at the hunting club, used deer sausage to make the spaghetti. And my best friend's daughter does not like spaghetti at all. She ended up eating a whole plate of it, fixing another plate, and carrying it back to the camper for the next day to eat. He said she's never eaten spaghetti like that.
Sausage.
Well, if I had some way of getting it to you, I'd send you some packs of it.
Oh, my brother's had some made up. I just haven't made it over to his house to get some. He had 50 pounds made.
We couldn't make more of our new burger into sausage.
I still got ground sausage left from not this past the hunting season I just got through with, but the season before. Because I had 100 and.
So is deer season done now, Jay, or do you got one more round?
No, it got over with January the 12th. I had 129 pounds of deer sausage made at one time before this season before last, all at one clip.
Hey, Vortex.
Vienna sausages? Oh, that's nasty, horse. Ugh.
They're just fancy hot dogs, Jay.
Vienna sausages taste like pressed powder. Nasty.
They're just fancy hot dogs.
That's as bad as eating liver. Vienna sausage is as bad as eating liver. It's got the same texture. Nasty.
I'm all set with liver.
Oh no! Throw some Frank's Red Hot on them suckers.
I used to eat Vienna sausages when I was little, but then all of a sudden my taste changed or something because it got nasty. Oh, I couldn't do it no more.
Yeah, my sister likes Braunschweiger, and I don't eat that either.
Likes what?
Braunschweiger.
What is that?
It's kind of like bologna, only it's in a big lump, and you got to cut it like summer sausage.
Oh, I like summer sausage though. I got a couple rolls of summer sausage in the freezer and all that's made out of deer meat.
I have a recipe to make summer sausage out of deer burger at home.
Cool.
You cook it in the oven real low and.
Yep. Well, this one, the way they make it, they put it in some kind of, it's a type of brown wax paper casing type stuff, but they put it in a smoker and they smoke it at like 178 degrees for so long.
Mm-hmm.
But it's almost like a smoker pressure cooker type deal because it's pressurized.
You can also buy those sleeves that you can eat too.
Yeah. Well, this one ain't. This is got that brown. Kind of like what comes on the outside of salami. You have to, when you slice it, you pull that brown thing off.
Okay. Yep.
Which salami made out of deer meat's pretty good too.
I haven't had salami in quite a long time.
I hadn't either. Not no good salami.
No, none.
It's hard to find some decent salami around here. You get that cheap stuff from the grocery store and all. It just don't taste right.
I haven't eaten pepperoni in a long time either.
That's probably a good thing with your antacid levels.
No. It's because it'll launch me off my chair.
Say the bathroom has to stay real close.
It will launch me off my chair.
So the bathroom has to be real close to be like,
I remember that conversation.
Yeah, my answer still hasn't changed.
You want to see Justin move? Give him some pepperoni.
Oh, horse! I don't do
become a
liverwurst
hovercraft.
either.
I don't necessarily move. I just kind of lean to the side, you know.
What's bad is when you go to lean to the side like that, Captain, thinking it's just going to be a little gas, and you feel lumps start coming out. It's like, got to go. Yeah, I seen that horse.
Surprised that Ozzy's got Parkinson's at all.
Yeah. That's when the cheek doesn't go back down on the chair and you just get right up.
Yeah.
Get right up and go. That's when you move.
You get up, start going, and you squeeze them butt cheeks together just as tight as you can, like you're trying to make a diamond out of a lump of coal. And you make your way to the restroom. Hey, Crystal.
Hi, Crystal.
Hi.
Hi, Crystal.
I haven't seen you guys in a while.
How you been, Crystal?
Okay. My back hurts.
Is your arm better? Because I think last time I talked to you, you were still having a little bit of arm issues.
Nope, it's better.
Cool.
Your laptop still work?
Yeah. Yep.
Sweet.
Welcome back,
Kathy
Drifty.
did a good job.
I was trying.
Oh man.
Keyboard still doesn't like the like there is a few keys that are freaking not working. So what I did was I put like the letters that weren't working on a document so I can like right click and like use it. Like copy and paste.
Yeah, she copies and pastes. It's like S P and what 4?
No, it's
So the keyboard on your laptop got buttons that don't work right? Is that what you're saying?
Z
Oh, there's 3 letters: X, S, and Z,
and W.
and W.
And 2 and the app button.
So she has all of those. She has written down on a text document on her desktop. So she copy and paste when she's typing.
So is that the keyboard on a laptop, or is that a keyboard on a desktop?
A laptop.
All you got to do, the way to fix that,
I should be getting
get you a little cheap. You can get them at Walmart for like $6-8 for a little keyboard.
Yep.
Plug it into the USB thing on the side of the laptop. You can type on it, and it'll replace the built-in keyboard.
Oh.
Yep.
Salvation Army will have them too.
Yeah.
Same.
That ship already sailed. The keyboard is very easy to replace.
Yep.
And it's only like $10.
Yep. Just pop it out, unplug it, and plug the
It
new one
takes
in.
like a month for it to come in, but it's only $10.
Well, I'm just saying, if you wanted to get by with, a fast, easy one, just pick up a little cheap keyboard from Walmart. One of them.
It'll take me a month to get
Logitech.
to Walmart anyway, Jay.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's right. Because there's not one close to y'all, is there?
I'm willing to suffer for just a little bit.
It's gonna take me a month to get to Walmart. I might as well order a new one.
True. What's up,
Hey,
Jerry?
Jerry.
Long time no see.
Hey, Jerry. How you doing?
Hey, Jerry.
I wish I knew what keyboard you needed. I might have one in my computer boneyard. It might take me a month to find it.
Hey, Drifty. How you doing?
Okay, Small Engine Nation family, I'm out of here. It's 8 o'clock. Almost my bedtime.
All right, Lucky.
All right,
Good to see you, brother.
Appreciate you
Lucky.
coming up, brother.
Later.
Hey, Lucky.
Don't let them work you too hard. Hey, Mudster.
Hey, Muddy Buddy.
Mudster.
Mudster, what's up?
Yeah, but like I was saying earlier, though, with that V-twin, I'd like to go ahead and put the metal push rods in it, get rid of them aluminum ones, and I'm going to do a little bit of other stuff to it and get it ready to start on the build with it. I'm going to pull them metal sleeves out the exhaust ports and open them up. That'll free up the exhaust. Maybe do a little head work to it. Open up that exhaust port a little bit. Maybe I'll open up the intake port a little bit.
I hear the birdies.
Yeah, they've been missing you. They haven't heard you in a few days, so schedules haven't been aligning at all. So I haven't seen you hardly anywhere.
Everybody, like a lot of people, have stopped streaming in the last like week and a half, 2 weeks. I'm like, where the hell did everybody go? Like,
Stacker has been in the hospital.
I know, but where's the rest of the
2 weeks.
Where's Melissa?
She's been on in the evenings.
I haven't got any of her updates or notifications.
Welcome to YouTube.
And where's Tim?
I haven't seen Tim at all. Tim's been MIA. I've not seen him outside of being in a couple chats.
Hey, Captain.
What?
You know how many notifications I've got in the last 3 months from YouTube? 4.
Yeah, a handful.
4. 4 of them since the middle of November is all the notifications. I've even went back and checked. The bells are still ringing, but people's talking about their new videos and all, and I'm not getting no notifications. Even though the bells are rung, I'll unring the bell and then ring it back again. Still not getting nothing from it.
Yep. I did that thing where you could complain to YouTube with a screenshot.
Yeah, that's funny.
And it took months, but they cleared it up. Now I get most of my notifications, but still not all. Not all of them do I get. So, it's kind of a win, but kind of still like, screw you. Whatever. Yeah. I'll take it because, well, half a middle finger is better than a whole middle finger, I guess. I don't know. I don't know.
Hey, Captain, you still doing your pours when you can?
Well, when I have,
or is that kind of hold, or is that on hold for a little bit?
When I have materials, yeah, I do.
Well, there's a place in my town that I just heard about a week ago that it's basically you buying brand new stuff at like a third of the price because the box might have got tore or whatever, and they wouldn't put it up, the stores wouldn't put it out on the shelf because the box was messed up. So it's brand new stuff. It's just the boxes are messed up. Somebody told me they actually have I think it's a 6 or 8 quart vacuum pot thing, like for what you were talking about for vacuuming down to make the molds with or doing the molds in, that they have one. So I'm going to see if they got it, try to see about picking it up. If it's cheap. If it's as cheap as they say, yeah. You already got one.
It just came today. It's one of them Harbor Freight pressure pots.
Nice.
How big is it?
2.5 gallons.
Well, that'll work.
This is there was a discount. I'll tell you how I got it. Here, just put that back up real quick. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I didn't know that you were that close.
There'd be no running over Crystal.
It was the wrong butt. Wrong side, but.
All right. Are you guys aware of PayPal?
Yeah.
And are you also aware of another kind of like, it's a coupon hunter. It's called Honey.
I've heard of it.
Honey will show up at your checkout for a myriad of things, and it'll do a coupon search for you, see if you can get a little cheaper. And then it'll activate, it'll tell you about any promotions or coupons or, privileges that you can get at checkout, wherever you might be. Honey told me that Harbor Freight will give that to me for 20% less at my checkout. So I got it for, instead of $99.99 or whatever it was, I got it for $39.99.
Cool.
But when you add tax and shipping, it still comes out to like $92.
Still cheaper than the $99.99.
And then add tax and shipping on top of that. So I call that a win. It's fine.
Yeah.
Not a problem.
Saving $20 on that? Yes, sir.
And I got it, you know. And an interested party, an anonymous donor, actually donated some of the fundage to pay for the bulk of it anyway. So I received some Christmas money from a nice person, a nice relative, and actually the whole thing was free to me. I didn't pay a dime out of my own money for it.
It's the way to do it.
Nice.
So it's a bit of serendipity, I guess you could say, a bit of good fortune, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
I would say no. I would say that is a gift that was earned.
You don't earn gifts. I just say that I have happened to get, you know, to have some fortune there, which, you know, I do appreciate, you know.
Yep.
Like, wait, if I could work this weasel a little bit, oh, look at that. Look at what else is here. Okay. And I said, mine. I had to do it. I had to go for it, because if I didn't, then I was going to be, you know, I was going to be dragging around and just like, and, you know, now that I got it, I still have to convert it. It's not like it's already, the work's already done. Do it. No, I got to convert it. And once I convert it,
What do
now,
you mean convert it?
well, otherwise there's no valve at the top. It's just a pot.
Oh, you talking about a release valve for the pressure?
You need a regulator, and you need pressure release and stuff like that. So I gotta rig all that up on there. I believe I have to tap a hole in the top and everything and plumb it. But that's not a problem. I'm not stupid. I can figure all that out. There's videos on YouTube and things to show you how to do that. I got one open right now on another tab. But what do you call it? Without that, if I got more resin, more silicone or whatever, I'd just be sitting here.
So if anybody's got a broken cheap air compressor, Justin could use the regulator valve out of it so that he could have the pressure release.
The regulator valve you can pick up for a couple bucks from Harbor Freight.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get all the plumbing and stuff brand new. I'm just gonna go and buy it. Yeah. I'm not even gonna play games with like old stuff.
Well, at least you got the vacuum pump already.
Yep, I does. Thank you, Jay.
Yep. All you gotta do is get a 110 to 12 volt adapter.
Yep, the power inverter.
Yep.
I've already got my mind on it.
And that plate that's mounted to the bottom of it, you just got to take it off and put some rubber spacers in between it and the motor, and that'll keep the vibration and the noise down when it's running.
I'm not really worried about that. I'm gonna make myself unconcerned with what other people think of me and what I'm doing here.
Gotcha. It's payback time for your evil neighbors.
No, I'm just gonna make myself unconcerned with any of their feelings. Cool. It's not about a vengeance thing. I don't require vengeance. I require what, you know, like there's things that I require in my life. Vengeance is not it. You know, relocation is my goal. So, you know, if I wanted to piss off my neighbors, I'd go kick his door in and punch him in the eye.
That would definitely get you relocated.
I would just
that'll get you relocated with 3 hots and a cot.
Well, no, seriously. I mean, that's what I would have done if this was like 20 years ago. That's exactly what I would have done. I would have either ambushed him in the parking lot or beat his door in and then beat his head in. And that would have been the end of it. He would have shut his mouth or moved out or both.
But we can't do that in a civilized world, they say.
I don't see anything so civilized about the earth. I just, I'm choosing, to, exercise my rights as a human being that's capable of civilized behavior to not beat his head in.
Yep.
Oh. Something I was wanting to tell you, Captain. With this bad boy I'm rebuilding, the little half skull thing you sent me? It's got the top of the eyes and the top of the skull.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to form that into the fiberglass nose piece of the bad boy.
Oh,
To
cool.
where it looks like the skull's coming up out of it.
Cool.
So it's going to be part of my buggy.
Cool. Sounds cool. I like it. Cool.
And the big hole one you sent me, I'm going to see about getting some LED lights to go in where the eyes are at and figure out a way of mounting it above the dash thing so the lights would actually point out the front like a headlight.
Awesome. Because I have a little bit of resin left. It's not much, and I don't know how fresh it is. I know it's not very fresh anymore. And I also know that once you leave that stuff sitting around like this much in the bottom of a gallon container for
It'll eventually harden up by itself.
No, it'll gupta.
Yeah.
It won't harden, but it'll gupta. And then once it gets to the gupta stage, it's kind of useless, you know. You kind of just like throw the containers in the trash can and just be done with it. But I don't know if it's good or not. I haven't played with it at all. This was just setting.
Justin, I wish you wouldn't use those technical mold making terms of like Gupta. You're losing me.
Yeah, because that's real technical. It's just Gupta means just goopy, dude. It's a made up word.
I'm teasing, man.
Believe it or not, Justin, there is some kind of a demand for your skulls because I keep getting people asking me if you're still making them.
Yep.
Yeah, I will make them. I require materials.
So
I've got a bunch of people on the hook right now that want projects from me, and I tell them, well, you know, it's coming. And just I'll let you know when I get stuff.
There's
one seller. He wants this is no secret. He wants a bunch of pieces from me for a conference that he's going to, so he can give them out as gifts. And I said, okay, well, I'll let you know when I got something going. And right now I know. Hi, Horse. How you doing?
Hey, Robert.
Hey. I was gonna say it for Friday, but I finally got my haircut.
Horse.
Sweet. I'm thinking about doing the same thing myself, but it's kind of the middle of winter, so I'm like,
yeah. I don't know Track if you've seen it yet, but
cool.
I have yet to make a handle for it.
You may not want a handle on it. You may just want it as a tumbler.
What you trying to make it into, a beer stein with the brass straps to go around holding the wooden handle?
No, it's just gonna be like a cup that I use. I think I should still make that 1 gallon beer mug.
We lost your audio.
well, Horse, you don't even drink beer yet, do you?
No.
He drinks root beer.
No.
He can drink root beer.
There you go.
Things into perspective. I mean,
a couple of 2 liters and pour them in there.
Hey, he can drink the Heineken Zeros because there's 0 alcohol in it.
you know, I was told by so many people that it's still illegal for a kid to drink non-alcoholic beer.
There's no alcohol in it. Why would it be illegal? That's something I would love to see somebody do. Buy a 12-pack of them Heineken Zeros, them non-alcoholic ones, and just sit somewhere and start drinking them and have the cops come up. What are you drinking? Heineken. You know you can't do that. Yeah, I can. 0 alcohol. Thank you. Have a good day.
What's funny? There's a weird Michigan law we have. If you're 14 years of age and you stay at home and don't go anywhere, you can legally drink.
Really?
In the presence of an adult.
That's an actual Michigan law. Yes, it is.
If you're responsible in Connecticut, you can also your family can give you up to like 2 or 3 like beer type drinks or like things that have like a similar alcohol content. The specifics are lost upon me right now. I don't remember, but and you have to be at least, you know, like he said, like 14 to like at least like 14, maybe 16 years old, and then they'll give you, you know, then they can use their own discretion. Like, okay, we can give him like a beer or a wine cooler, maybe, you know, like, don't tell anybody, you know, and that's fine with family occasion or something like that. Oh, it's your birthday, here, have a beer, you know, whatever, and it shouldn't be that big of a problem. However, Connecticut has a really bad problem with underage drinking, like a super, super insanely bad problem with underage drinking. There's a lot of people that get caught every year for buying alcohol for minors. Okay, and I know it's every state of the union. I understand.
Yeah.
I get it. I'm just saying here it's real bad. It's real super bad.
It's just a higher number of people are getting caught there.
No, the problem is that they're not getting caught because the liquor stores don't care. This is the home of the drunk driver, dude. It's the home of the drunk driver.
I don't know. I think Louisiana's got you pretty damn close. Because Louisiana's got a state where you can actually go up to a drive-through window and they'll hand you a margarita out the window. It's called margarita stands.
Yeah, but I'm saying, man, Connecticut is a drunk driving state, bro. This place is bad. Every time I look at the police blotter, there's at least 3 duties on it. And that's just for one town.
What's sad?
That's just for one town.
What's sad is in Europe, they sell beer in the high schools in the vending machines.
Yeah, it's legal to drink in Germany. It's legal to drink at 18.
Actually, it's younger than that in
16.
Germany.
Yeah,
It's 16.
If you're with your family, they can let you drink younger. Yes, they can. Even at a restaurant, they can let you drink younger. But they over there, their family values are, you know, a bit more. They look after each other a little better, you know.
Yeah.
And what we would consider to be inappropriate, you know, they're just like, oh, look at you, you know, look at you go, you know.
Exactly.
So it's like,
Jay.
man.
There it is.
That's the Mediterranean.
Yep.
I had
My old ones.
a couple of them.
You know the amount. Where's the number on mine is 207988.
Is that the what's the tolerance on it?
Goes up to 15 thousandths.
No, I mean it'll read in increments of what? The smallest increment.
Smallest increment is, I want to say, maybe.
Is it thousandths or 10,000?
Yes, it's thousandths.
Hey, look up the one that does it in increments of half thousandths. I've seen some that gets real meticulous.
No, I also have the box for it with a bunch of other tips.
Yeah, I've had several of them when I
Those
used to work
tutorials
as
are actually pretty good dial indicators from what I've heard.
Mediterranean's a good company. Starrett's a good company. Trying to remember that other one. It's been so long since I've done any machinist stuff, but I went through school and got certified as a machinist and worked at it for years. I got one. Yeah, I got one of them sitting right up there on my chest of drawers.
I've seen
Another thing. I got all that stuff from my grandpa because he used to work at GM.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And there's one other thing I have. These are old Sears Craftsman, the US made ones.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had several. I had a whole set of Starretts, 4, 6, I think 12, and a 24-inch one. I mean, I had all kinds of daggum machinist stuff. I had the 1-inch all the way up to 12-inch micrometers. I had the inside mics. I probably had $2,500 worth of tools stolen at one time.
Hey, I seen these two fellas today. One of them was a hand tool rescue. He redid a lathe that was actually pedal powered.
Really?
It was made in the patent number says 1880 on it.
Cool.
So some like turn of the century type stuff. But it's you don't, when you pedal it, it's like got that armature that's got two little pedal things on it.
Yeah.
And well, it's got 3, so you can like position yourself different places on it. But you don't go forward like this, you go backwards.
So it's basically got the pedal assembly kind of like on the old style foot operated sewing machines.
Yeah, like the old singers.
But you go backwards, not forwards.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? Like you have to kick backwards on it.
But if you think about it, you got more power to push when you're sitting there doing it than you do trying to pull your foot.
Well, I'm just saying,
yeah,
it's counterintuitive to what we understand for like pedaling, Like
yeah, they forgot to add a gear in the design.
Or they done it for torque to where they can actually get more power out of it.
Well, I mean, I suppose you could hook it up to the back of your Ford. You can take the wheel off your Ford and put a barrel on there instead, and then put that belt drive on your flywheel of your lathe and work it that way if you don't want to kick it anymore.
There'd be an easy way to convert that over to run off of a electric motor.
Yep.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, back in the day, people didn't do that kind of thing.
Before they had electric motors, just like
they didn't convert things to electric motor. They converted things to the back end of a freaking hit or miss engine.
I remember some old wash machines that was actually run off of where you sat there and pedaled them like a bicycle to run your washing machine.
Yeah.
I'm watching a channel right now that's in Canada.
Hey, Harold.
Yeah, he is in Canada. You're right.
Sean James has the what is it? Myself Reliance YouTube channel, and they've got a washing machine in their sauna that is driven by a wooden lever, where you pull the lever that does the agitation inside the drum to wash your clothes.
Hey, Harold. How you doing?
Then Maytag and Briggs eventually figured out, we can put gas engines on those.
Yep, hit or miss.
Which is what I have.
I was saying. Hit or miss engines. I seen a dude just pick up a couple of hit or miss engines. Bruce Wilson. You know that channel?
No.
It's a younger fella from Florida. He does a lot of stuff with diesels, and he was going to pick up some. He's going to pick up a short bus, a 360 flatty, and a JBC. And while he was there, he's seen a couple hit or miss engines, and he picked them up too.
That's one thing that I'm surprised that Robert hasn't found is a Johnny Popper.
What's a Johnny Popper?
On your tractor where you use the flywheel to start it, you hand crank it with the flywheel.
Oh.
They call those Johnny Poppers. You'd spin the flywheel and it'd build compression up in the engine and it'd fire.
2-cylinder.
Yep.
Back when John Deere engines fired every 180 degrees of the opposite cylinder.
Yep.
Because that's what giving that popping sound was.
All right, guys, I'm gonna get off here because I'm.
Look like you're about to fall
All right, guys, I'm
asleep,
gonna get
Ed.
off here. My eyes are getting super heavy. So
All right.
Have a
Ed.
good one, Ed.
yeah,
Have a good night.
great seeing y'all. We'll catch you on the next one.
Appreciate you coming in, Ed.
Thanks for having me.
But talking about the hit or miss engines and all that, on which for some reason I've been keeping Facebook Marketplace pretty well busy, just looking over stuff and all. There's a guy on there. He's got a whole shop, almost like one whole bay of a shop, full of hit or miss engines and all kinds of old motors. He's trying to sell every last bit of them, but he don't have a price on none of it.
I seen an old guy right down the road from my cousin's place, a couple streets over in just a suburban neighborhood. So probably like 10, 12 houses away. There's an old guy there, and he was in his like 60s, maybe early 70s, and he had dozens of Boland's tractors filled half of a freaking a driveway that should be able to accommodate 2 cars, all the length, right? One entire freaking like lane of that freaking driveway was Boland's tractors, the whole thing.
Dang.
The wheel horse or something like it was just like all one tractor, like dozens of them. I'm like, you kind of like those, don't you? He's like, those are the most dependable tractors I've ever come up against, and I'll tell you, I like these ones. I have a great affinity for them. I'm like, you don't sell them? He's like, no, I don't. Yeah, dozens of them. And along the edge of his yard, and he lived on the corner, so he could he's got plenty of viewage for people to see, that he's got little gas powered things and diesel powered too. He's got a couple of those as well, all along the edge of his property, like a few dozen of them, just calling me. Who's that?
I have a hit and miss engine, but it's extremely old and it smokes like mad.
He had an edger. He just had a ton of different little gas powered things. They all had little itty bitty engines on them too. I'm like, that's some of the smallest gas powered stuff I've ever seen in my life. He's like, you won't see this one ever again. This is the only one that I even know about. I cannot get parts for it, and I don't even like to turn this one on because I don't want to I don't like to touch it, because if I break that spark plug, I will never find another.
Dang.
But he had it running. He had it running right there.
Wow.
What's crazy though is the engine I have, luckily parts are readily available, and I know right where to get them too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. The engine I'm talking about is what's funny though is mine barely makes 1 horsepower. It's like 3/4 horsepower.
It's another thing.
2.5 inch
pickup. The spark plugs
2.5 inch bore.
The spark plugs in my Model A pickup are like $12 a piece.
What type of plugs does it have in it?
Mudster, you would have loved the place over in East Windsor, Connecticut. There was a fella there that had a property where he'd been selling tractors probably the better part of 50 years or something. Anyway, when I was living with a friend of mine, me and her husband went over to that place to see if we could get a riding mower, because we've seen tractors and mowers and things, and we were like, neither one of I hadn't been there in a long time, probably at least 15 years, and he had never been there. So I went up to him And I'm like, yeah, I last time I came here was in like 1996. You had a Chevelle sitting here. Me and my friend were going to buy it from me. He's like, oh, which one was it? I'm like, damn it. I almost had him. Remembering who it was. But anyway, so we go up there and he said, well, I don't have a riding mower on the premises right now. I'm like, what about that one? He's like, well, that one's $800. We're like, do you have anything a little cheaper? He's like, yes, I do. It's not here, though. I can get you something in your price range. And I'm like, well, I look at my buddy and he's just like, my price range is about $300. He's like, I can get you something for $250. I'm like, okay, let's take a look at it. He's like, I got to get it. I'm like, okay. So he went and got it, and it's a regular old, gray Craftsman, from like the 80s or something like that, or maybe the early 90s. I doubt it. I think it was like the mid 80s or something. But it was nice. It ran, and he bought it right away. He's just like, yep, that'll do. That'll work fine. And because the old coot was so nice to us, I took a Zippo lighter that I grabbed one of my Zippos that I wasn't using, one of the ones I use for projects and stuff. And I was just like, yeah. And I slapped it in his hand, and he's like, what's that? I'm like, that looks like a Zippo, doesn't it? He's like, it sure does look like a Zippo. And he opens it up, and he strikes it, and it pops right open for him. It pops right up for him. He's like, whoa. Busts out a cigar, and he lights it right up. He's like, thanks, buddy. He's a cool old dude. So I gave him a Zippo right there. I was like, yeah, there you go. There's a tip for you.
Yeah.
He went out
Craig,
and got that other
what type of a spark plugs does your Model A run?
Docos.
Really?
There's 5
I know,
components in my Model A pickup. One is the Delphi coil, and the other 4 components are all the spark plugs are all Doco.
I can get the Autolite 3095s. So that's what I have to run in my hit and miss. I can get those for like $3-4 a plug.
Yeah, there's a reason why I buy the Docos. What you go to the parts house and buy are champions for that vehicle, which don't last a week. I special order spark plugs for that Model A. They're AC Docos, and they're $12 a piece. And there's 4 of them.
Champions don't last that long?
That's when you get. That's when spark plug sandblaster go on spark plug cleaners and start cleaning them like they did back.
That truck has a solid copper head gasket in it. It's an 1/8-inch solid copper head gasket.
That's really cool.
But the plugs are, the threaded part of the plug is 11/16 in diameter, and it takes an inch and a quarter wrench to unthread those spark plugs out of the head of that truck.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
And that's why they're $12 a piece. They're hard to get a hold of.
Autolite actually still makes the 3095, so those are like readily available for when I need one.
Yeah, I don't buy Autolite. I don't buy NGKs. I don't buy Champions. I buy the AC Docos.
Here you go. They are a copper non-resistor plug, but that's what I run right there.
Usually for them old Model Ts and the Model As, the buzz box will outlast the vehicle.
And I have electronic ignition in that Model A pickup, believe it or not.
I'm just saying the buzz box will usually outlast the vehicle.
You can order the electronic conversion kit to go inside the points distributor to change it over.
Yep, it's been converted.
I know a guy, his name is EJ. You might know him as 805 Road King. He rebuilds buzz boxes when he needs them.
Yep.
Hey,
I watched a lot of 805 Road King videos.
I found that guy selling them old motors, but he don't have as many pictures as he used to have on there. Let me share it. Bam. There's one of them he's got.
Look at the gas can. That's neat.
There's another one.
That was a really cool one. The screen one's pretty cool too. A lot of what happened to a lot of these old hit or miss engines.
People didn't know how to take care of them or do anything with them, and they just trashed them.
Yep, a scrap guy would come around and be like, "I got an old hit or miss in the back there."
And there's a bunch more he's got stacked up. He's got, if you look in the back on them pallets or on them stands, there's motors everywhere.
Yeah.
He's selling every bit of it.
It looks like it come out of a Chevette.
Look at that one though. There's a crank handle that actually goes on it that they use to crank it.
Yeah.
So when it fires up, if you look, it's got a tapered piece on it like the pull rope would hook to on a Briggs. So when the motor starts spinning, it actually pushes it out away from it.
Yep.
Keep from breaking your wrist.
That's how my diesel is. As soon as that thing clicks and hits compression and fires, it goes, whoop. There she goes.
There's a hit or miss.
There's
Those
one that you got to take by hand and pull flywheels by hand and fire it by hand.
Yep. But see, he's got stuff stacked
Put
there
one
where
of
he's
those on.
selling everything.
There you go. Put one of those on a go-kart, you'll be good to go.
Yeah, good luck. Check that one out, horse.
Yeah, I think that looks like an old International B or something.
Yeah.
Can't tell.
I think that's International B because it's got the magneto right on the back.
But look at where the handle is to crank it.
Yep, right in flywheel.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the way those handles work is you pull them out, get the engine spinning. Once it fired, the momentum would kick the handle back in.
Yep.
Or if that doesn't work, you get behind it with a board and hold the board against it and push it in with the board when the engine's running.
Look where the gas tank is on that one underneath it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Stover Manufacturing and Engine Company, Freeport, Illinois.
That's when things.
Yeah, back then there was a lot of hit and miss companies. There's Stover. Who else was there?
Actually,
That's a white right there.
Illinois pioneered a lot of the engine manufacturing stuff in the early stages of engines. Tractors and all that kind of stuff were all kind of built in Illinois.
I think this.
There's an old Briggs.
Don't think that's a
real
Briggs.
old Briggs.
I don't think that's a Briggs.
It
What's
might
his
be.
name? Is it written in? Is
It looks like it's got a Kickstarter on it.
That's an easy engine.
That lettering is either
It's upside down.
Well, the lettering in the ad is either really small or that's Sanskrit.
That's I think that says. Looks like it says.
Not on the
Syracuse washing machine.
Not on the machine.
Corporation?
I'm talking about the ad.
There's another motor. This guy's got all kinds of crazy things. See what I mean?
Are you sure it's not 805 Road King?
If he lives in Georgia, it could be.
No, 805 Road King lives in New Jersey.
All these are wash machine motors.
Yeah, probably.
Which is what mine is. This is a washing machine.
Like your
See all those
Maytag.
little Maytags right there? Yep, that's what mine is, just the little Maytag. But mine's original. I had to get a few new parts for it, like an air breather and a few other things. And one of the elephant ears is missing on the exhaust manifold, so I gotta get a new exhaust little bitty exhaust manifold for it.
Check
But
out
those
that
aren't
big house.
too expensive.
Check out that big boy.
Oh.
Then he's got all kinds of crank handles.
Yep.
Extra
It has a
parts.
kickstart. Yep, there's the Maytag. There's a little twin single cylinder, twin cylinder.
Muddy said his computer just got updated. He's good for 4 days.
Some of these things, you look at them like, wow. The way they set up, you just like, how in the heck do they work?
Was anybody experiencing some kind of internet crash?
That's right there. One of the uprights. I think that is an old Briggs because of the way the shroud's designed.
Yeah, it could be. But look at the kickstart on it.
Real early.
Because see, it wraps around that, and
Yep,
when you
screen
kick
drive.
it pulls and then shoots back.
What were you saying about internet, Justin?
Maytag has
Was
a
anybody-
real waste tension spring on it.
Papers. Was anybody else experiencing any kind of internet crash earlier today?
I don't know. I wasn't on the internet earlier today.
Nope.
I was out.
Comcast seemed to be throwing some kind of tantrum. So I was
Oh,
wondering
no.
if it was
Here's some more old motors.
experiencing brattiness.
Comcast has been acting wanky lately anyway.
No, just today it's been, being a brat.
There's a new Windows update going around. and it's
When
been-
isn't Comcast a brat?
True, but I'm just saying, like, today it was like really just like digging its heels in and freaking just tossing its head around, just fighting. That's one stubborn mule today.
Check that flywheel out. Flywheel and fan built into one.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Kind of like the old Maytag flywheels. Flywheel and fan built into one, but the Maytags usually running open anyway, so they don't need much cooling
Yeah.
because they can vent the heat really well.
But this guy's got tons of daggum stuff for sale. He's got 4 or either
Anything
5
from-
different sections on Marketplace with all this stuff on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I know, like the main reason the Maytags smoke is because they run such a rich fuel ratio, being 2 strokes. They run 16:1. That's why every time they fire, they just go poof.
You think he's got enough old motors? Look how big that shop is, and it's taken up. It looks like about a third of it with old motors.
Yeah, in the background, you can see that 2-post lift.
Yep, with a car on it and stuff packed underneath it.
I want to say around 9:48. It's thinking it's going to update.
Nate's back.
Is it?
Oh,
Let me see if
Jay, did you get that video I
Yeah.
sent you of my diesel?
Don't know. I hadn't checked. But
I sent
Let
it to
me-
you through Hangouts.
What's up, Nate? How you doing, bud?
let's see. Hold on. Let me get back to StreamYard. Is he? What's up, Tater? You want to get back on the panel?
Sorry, I was trying to mute. Didn't work.
I'm probably gonna be on here for about another 10 minutes or so, and then I'm getting off here because I got to cook me something to eat and deal with dogs. I am so tired of dealing with 5-headed dogs when only one of them is technically mine.
You're done with your shop building, Jay. You need to build a dog run around the back side of it.
Well, there's going to be a lean-to off the back of the shop for putting all my extra mowers and metal and stuff like that in. But yeah, I'd love to close in the backyard and all so my dogs can run free.
Or the dogs that aren't yours can run free.
No, I'm not letting them chihuahuas out in the yard. Oh, heck no.
No, they become food for other
Don't wanna-
predators.
Yeah.
Don't want to chase the Chewies?
Dude,
Jay's a
Chihuahua-
hunter. He knows the way of nature. Chihuahuas are food for other creatures.
literally, my aunt and uncle had a chihuahua that stayed out in the yard and all. Literally got picked up by a hawk and carried almost a mile away and it lost its grip and dropped it in a field.
Yeah.
The dog come back about 3 or 4 weeks later, half dead, when it finally made it back to their house. And it was ripped to pieces from the claws from that hawk. So, yeah. Little dogs outside are basically walking hot pockets.
Around here, we don't get as many, like, I mean, we got plenty of hawks, not as many eagles. You know, we do have eagle here, just not as many. We
Yeah.
even have bald eagle here. We've seen them. We just, like, we've seen, me and Chris have seen some vultures, too. Oh, boy. Yeah, but there's plenty of hawks around here, and yeah, things like that do happen from time to time. Like, Mommy, where's Fluffy? Don't go in the backyard. I want to play with Fluffy. You don't want to play with Fluffy today.
Fluffy is food.
Well, you know what I say. All the wildlife, it's cold outside. Bring them home, put them next to the fire with some barbecue sauce. Welcome back, Brandon.
Eagles and stuff. Eagles and hawks, yeah, they're like snacks.
I actually seen a bald eagle. Probably not even a half mile from my hunting camp. It was sitting in the top of a tree. And I stopped and looked at it for a long while, and I was like, wow, I hadn't seen one in southeast Georgia, and I don't know when.
Kathy's trying to.
Okay, the logger-headed shrike is some kind of mutant freaking sparrow that eats lizards.
Kathy's been trying to turn the parakeets into carnivores. She's been hard-boiling eggs and feeding the hard-boiled eggs to the parakeet.
Trying to turn them into cannibals, bird-eating bird.
I was like, isn't that a little cruel?
I've seen chickens eat chicken.
Yep.
They'll eat eggs.
I've seen hogs eat sausage and hog meat and stuff like that.
Pork chops, yeah. Yeah, they sure do.
Jay, I put the video for the Maytag and 2 videos for the diesels in the private chat.
Gotcha. I'll check that in a little while.
Do a update
Everything.
to my avatars. Yeah, I need a better avatar. There we go.
Mustard, every time I see like an eagle, or even like bald eagle, or just any eagle or whatever, the look on their face, because they don't have mouth expressions, they just always look offended because their eye is just like. They don't have eye expressions. So every expression on their face just makes them look like they just got seriously offended by something. Like,
Lord have mercy.
What do you think you're doing, boy? And their eyes are like, no.
You said what?
Yeah. I'm telling you.
When you see a bald eagle on a fence post in Kansas, you pretty much assume that they've just eaten. Because they're full, they don't want to go anywhere. So they'll perch on a fence post.
Yeah.
I had a guy ask me one day. Well, actually, it was the same day I saw that bald eagle. He's like, "Do you see that big old thing on top of that tree?" I said, "Yeah, it's a bald eagle." He said, "I started to shoot it." I said, "I hope you want to go to prison." He's like, "Do what?" I said, "It's illegal to shoot bald eagles."
It's illegal to own a feather for a bald eagle unless you're an Indian.
Yep. But he's like, "What do you mean it's illegal?" I said, "Get caught messing with the eggs, you get it's possible $250,000 fine and prison time. Shoot one, and it's worse."
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, I used to shoot at them all the time." I said, "Dude, you're a friggin' idiot."
You get caught shooting an eagle, they'll throw your ass in prison and ask you, 10 years later if you still feel like you need to shoot at eagles.
Yeah.
They won't even take you to court. They'll just throw your ass in jail.
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Just go straight to jail.
Yep.
Over in there's some parts in the world where if you shoot an eagle, they thank you for putting down the buzzard. No, thank you. You're like, oh, you finally got that damn thing. Man, was that a pain in the ass. It was always killing my whatever livestock, or it was always like, I was trying to carry off one of my kids.
Yeah, I just seen something that might make some people happy or unhappy. Trump will release middle-class tax cut plan within 90 days. Lovely.
Well,
I'm sure that's going to go over well.
When I hear about a president wanting to cut taxes for the middle class, I don't care if it's a Democrat president or a Republican president. You want to lower taxes for the middle class? Sure. Go ahead.
Why the bottom class are the ones paying the taxes for everybody?
The consumers are the tax-paying party.
Yep.
You just don't know that you're paying the taxes.
I'll tell you this. I celebrate when I hear about taxes being lowered for anyone because I call that a win.
What's up, Antonio?
Hey, Antonio.
That means that the government's doing what they're supposed to do, figuring out their own financial problems.
Hey, Antonio, you get here right about the time I'm getting ready to shut it all down because we've been going for 2 hours now.
What's the matter? What's wrong with your back now? Over there again?
Yes.
I'm sorry, bunny.
You know what it is?
Massage.
Crystal, you shouldn't be out there doing cartwheels and backflips all the time. Your back can't handle it. Quit that stuff.
Needs a massage.
I gave her a massage. Didn't work.
Right on the
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, let me play up the brightness here. Maybe I can make it work.
So, hi, Antonio. How you doing?
Heck yeah. Except for the fried egg. You can keep that fried egg. If it was a scrambled egg, it'd be all right. Fried eggs, nasty.
What? I love fried eggs.
I can't. Fried eggs and boiled eggs, I can't do it.
I love fried eggs.
Part out, throw it away, Jay, and eat the white part. It's the best part anyway.
Oh. No, I like my fried eggs with the yolk running, so as soon as you cut it, the yolk just...
Oh,
Floods.
God, that's disgusting.
That's delicious.
I love runny yolk.
You're going to make me
Yeah.
puke.
Runny yolk is so good with a fried egg.
Oh, no. Anytime
Oh,
you
yes,
cut
yes,
into an
yes,
egg
yes.
and any of it's running, it ain't done.
Oh, yes, it is.
No.
Yes, it is. Even Captain knows it is.
Crystal wants you guys to know that she calls a fried egg a dip egg because she dips her toast in it.
Yeah,
No, Captain, what's better is when you have the yolk runny and you put an egg or two in between the toast and eat it as a sandwich.
Oh, yes. I'm aware.
Oh, yeah.
I know. I'm aware.
No, that's just nasty.
I put mine on,
It's really not. It's like liverwurst. It's an acquired taste.
Well, y'all can acquire that taste and keep that taste all to yourself.
You mean like Vienna sausage? It's an acquired taste.
Jay, I promise I will never put lemon in your tea.
That's just nasty.
He probably likes what's it called?
I like sweet tea, but don't put lemon in that junk. No kind of other flavorings in tea. That's just like my sister-in-law. She gets tea. She gets raspberry tea. I love raspberry and all, but don't put it in the tea. That's just
No. He probably likes manna in his tea.
Like what?
You don't know what that plant is? Oh, come on. Come on, man. Killing me, Jay.
The only thing that goes in tea is sugar and ice.
Lemon juice.
Honey.
No lemon, no honey, none of that.
Nope, no sugar. Honey.
No. Sugar. Yes.
Right, Bun?
Yes.
Jay,
Crystal,
this is what I'm talking about. People used to eat that like a long time ago.
what is
Manna. It's manna. It's a real funky plant people used to eat.
it? Yeah, people eat thistle too.
Yep. Delicious. Delicious and nutritious.
They also
Kind of like a fried egg. It's delicious and nutritious.
yeah, they also eat nettle.
Hey, Mudster, that's what I was going to say too, because
Yeah.
I remember that off
I
of
think,
V for Vendetta. They took a piece of bread, they cut the center out of it, and busted the egg in it, and then they cooked the egg and the bread together.
That's eggs in a basket.
Yeah.
That's a Boy Scout.
Yeah. How on earth could you eat nettles? That's just disgusting.
You do it every day.
Okay, hold on. Stay on after the stream ends. Stay on. I'm gonna go look for this link here.
Okay.
I'm gonna show you a video of this guy eating nettles.
I guess I'm just stuck in my ways. There's a lot of things I don't.
Magnesium, manganese. There's all kinds of metals you eat all the time.
Not metal.
Yeah, I had that and I shared it on my Facebook. That is hilarious. When you pass gas so hard, you need chapstick for your butt for the wind burn.
We're talking about nettle with an N, Nettle, nettle.
Monster, I don't like my sweet tea so sweet that it's sweeter than syrup. I like it where it's got just a little bit of sweetness to it, and you can taste the tea.
I know a guy that would put a cup of sugar in a 32-ounce glass of tea.
Good God, that's friggin' syrup. That ain't tea.
And I was like, how the hell
That's
can you drink that?
a little insane. Well, ridiculous, don't you think?
I only put just about a cup and a quarter of sugar to a gallon of tea.
No.
I don't put no
That's
sugar
how
in
we fix
tea.
that stupid corner on that door so it's not bulging.
Looking
That
good.
was nice, Robert.
I've had that I built that, oh gosh, what, maybe 2 years ago? I think. Yeah, it had to be at least 2. Oh, I got a funny story. The one day I was at diesel class, right? There's this kid I was showing was a shirt one of the shirts David Freiberger released. And that kid and I are both like big Roadkill fans. We like the show Roadkill. And I told him he wants to meet Freiberger and Finnegan. I told him I have met Finnegan and I have met Freiberger, and when I met Freiberger, we shot the bull for like 5-10 minutes.
You met Freiberger?
Yeah. David Freiberger and Mike Finnegan from the show Roadkill. He was like, really? I was like, yep, I talked to Fry. You're one of your favorite TV show guys.
Those guys are awesome.
I know,
They
yeah.
are awesome.
Yeah, that's a legit story because at Drag Week 2016, my dad and I went to Drag Week 2016, and David was there announcing. I had we both had our Roadkill shirts on. We heard, "Hey, nice shirts, guys." We turned around, there's Freiberger. He said that he was leaning up against the rental car, and we went over and shot the bull with him for like 5-10 minutes.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
I was like, yeah, sweet.
I started thinking about something. It was like a comedian said, how can you unsweeten tea? Once you put sugar in it, it's dissolved. There ain't no unsweetening it. It's either tea or sweet tea.
All right. There you go, horse. There's a link in private chat right there.
Oh, I also met Lucky Costa too.
Who?
That link will
Lucky
bring
Costa.
that
Hangs
link
out with
will
the
bring
Roadkill
you
guys.
to a video of a guy that takes a bath in stinging nettles.
Ooh. Oh, I couldn't bring myself to do that.
While he's bathing in them, he has
If-
the opportunity to eat them
No.
as well.
Even if someone offered me like $1,000 to do something like that, I would turn them down. I'd be like, no.
Lord,
$1,000? Yeah. I'd be like, I'm not gonna do it. You can just give me $1,000 though.
well, y'all, I think I'm gonna call this a night. It's getting late, and I still got 5 head of dogs to deal with.
All right, Jay. Well, thanks for having us. Thanks everybody for coming into the chat.
Appreciate y'all coming and
There's a
hanging out
private
with
chat
us.
there for you.
Yeah. And we'll catch you next Thursday if I'm feeling up to it. I don't know if it's gonna be an every Thursday thing. It's according to how I feel when it comes around.
We'll see you in the next one.
Oh, CJ, I can't watch it. It's age restricted.
All right, y'all.
I'm just gonna take a picture of that link.